Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Toxicity and welcome back to Aussies on the Ball. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Memphis Grizzlies, who unfortunately just got swept by the OKC Thunder, and there were some situations going on in the game which led to some players missing, and obviously the Grizzlies had a couple players miss through injury. So the series was pretty lopsided from the beginning. They're the only team that's been swept so far in this final series, and today we're going to be looking at rebuilding them. Obviously led by Ja Morant. They have a pretty good team around Ja Morant. Jaren Jackson Jr., a really good defensive player, but 2K doesn't really like him that much. Desmond Bane is a great second fiddle behind Ja Morant. I guess he could be third in the picking order. Zach Edey obviously had a really good rookie year. Santi Aldama, Brandon Clark, and Scottie Pippen, pretty good role players. Same with Luke Kennard, and Jalen Wells and GG Jackson are going to develop nicely behind them. So we're basically going to go through. We're going to rebuild this team. I actually don't have any sort of envision or anything. Well, we just let a bunch of players retire. I didn't even look who retired, but there you go. So we're just going to go down to the draft lottery. We're going to take a look what pick we get. I'm pretty sure it goes to Washington for the Marcus Smart trade, which probably wasn't the smartest trade that they could have pulled off. So we are going to be giving up we're giving up a pick. I know that for sure. Maybe it's a late pick. I don't see it there at all. Grizzlies. Yeah, number 20. Okay, it was there. It was there. So we don't have a pick in this year's draft, unfortunately. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Obviously they fired Taylor Jenkins. I think it was Taylor Jenkins, mid-season, and yeah, obviously they liked this dude. And I don't know, his 2K ratings are pretty horrible. We'll let him coach 1 year, and then we'll see kind of what happens from there. But interested to see what we can kind of pull off in today's video. I'm not sure what sort of trades we kind of want. We have a couple of picks, I'm pretty sure, at our disposal. Yeah, 12 and 27. Is there a way we can potentially move up, let's say, into like the top 20, just to get like a good young player coming through? The Hawks have 2 picks. I don't know if they would want like a role player or something that we can throw in here. I don't really want to give up any of these guys. Brandon Clark might be someone we can throw in this trade, or Jay Huff. Or John Conchar. Would you want John Conchar and then 2 second-round picks for that? They say no. Okay, how about, do you want Brandon Clark instead? It's a little bit extra money, but we can sign another center. We move up into the top 16 or top 14. So yeah, we take it. Cool. So let's see what pick we get there. Unsure if they'll move on from Brandon Clark, but it's something they can do. Okay, there's a couple different options on the board here. I do like Jeremiah Fears and I do like Noah Essingay, but I feel like we're going to take Jeremiah Fears here, which makes Scottie Pippen a little bit redundant. But we will just sim to the end, and I think that might be all we do for the draft. I know we just skipped it, but I think that's all we're going to do. We're not going to do anything crazy. There's no team or player options there. Qualifying offers, we want to bring Cam Spencer, and we'll bring back Santi Aldama as well. Hopefully on a team-friendly deal. Aldama wants, I guess, let's just sign him on a $15 million deal. I know it's a bit overpay. Let's just do 3 years, but with a team option. We'll bring him back on that. And Marvin Bagley, I wouldn't mind bringing back as the backup center. Go 2 years, $5 million. And Luke Kennard, yeah, we'll bring him back as well. So we'll sign all the guys. I think Luke Kennard might be a sign and trade, but we're going to accept all those guys. And I guess we don't need any of these guys anymore. So we'll just renounce the rights on those and make sure we can fit them all in our cap space. Okay, cool. So the team next year, Ja Morant, Jeremiah Fears. Think we'll trade Scottie Pippen. I like Scottie Pippen, but I feel like Jeremiah Fears is going to be good for this team. Desmond Bane, and maybe we'll look to move on from John Conchar. Jalen Wells, I guess, can start. I think we need a good backup at the small forward spot. Jaren Jackson, Santi Aldama. Maybe move GG Jackson back there as well. I think he'll go up in overall. Yeah, he does. And then the center position is going to be Edie and probably Bagley, but I'm going to look around the league and see if we can do any trades, and I'll kind of work it out and let you guys know what we do. We're going to trade all 4 of these players, and we're going to get a new backup center in Mitchell Robinson, and we're getting a 2026 first round pick, which I think is Washington unprotected, which could be very good. I don't know why the Knicks want I guess they want depth, but we're getting Mitchell Robinson. Happy with that. Happy with the trade. We get some draft capital next year too, and I'm pretty sure that's all we're going to do in this video or this series so far. I think we're just going to go to next year and kind of run it back. Is there anyone that we want to grab while we're here? Isaiah Joe would be kind of fun. I don't know if he'll accept a little bit of a pay cut. Getting Josh Giddey on this team would be great, but we only have 13 million. So yeah, we might just run this team back now. We're actually also going to sign Daron Sharp. We're going to get Daron Sharp, and can we still afford Isaiah Joe? We can't afford Isaiah Joe. Okay, that's unfortunate. Is there anyone else here that we can potentially get that's a bit cheaper? No, not really. Okay, that's fine. I'd rather get Daron Sharp for a bit of development in the future anyway. So we're just going to kind of run this back. Jaren Jackson's down 1, but everyone else is kind of up, which is good. I'm kind of excited for this team. We're going to see how things go. And then, yeah, maybe we just, at the end of next year, trade one of the 3 stars. Jokic wins MVP. Rookie there goes to Cooper Flag. Josh Giddey wins 6th Player of the Year in Charlotte. Depoy goes to Giannis. Evan Mobley, the most improved. Clutch player Steph Curry. Jason Kidd is the Coach of the Year. So we didn't really have a great year, to be honest. We get Ja Morant on NBA 3rd team, and that's about it. That's all we get. Cool. We get Jeremiah Fears on rookie 2nd team. So we're the 10th seed. The 10th seed. Okay. Bit of regression. So we're definitely going to need to kind of go back to the drawing board. Here were your points per game. It's a big drop off after Desmond Bane. So I think we need to find some improvement there. Zach Edey really wasn't great from the field. Like, I know he's not meant to be a scorer guy, but like Mitchell Robinson was playing much less than him, and yeah, playing a bit better. So I guess we'll see how his development goes a little bit. Maybe we'll give him some more shooting opportunities, but yeah, we'll see if we can get through against the Clippers. So, all right, let's see what happens. Can we get through? Can we beat the Clippers? If not, I don't know what we do this offseason. It's going to be quite scary, and we're going to get blown out. We're going to get blown out, which is rather unfortunate. And then, yeah, we guess we have to wait and see kind of what happens. Wemby coming up against the Celtics, and the Celtics win in 7. Jaylen Brown is your finals MVP. Okay, so notable retirees there, unfortunately. We're just going to leave those. We're going to go down to the draft lottery because this Washington pick could be very valuable, and we can head it there at number 5. Okay, that's pretty cool. Cool. Number 5. Do we do something with that? I think we're going to fire this guy. Don't know much about him, but I know this draft class or this coaching class is kind of loaded. We don't have much money though, unfortunately. Okay, so we get Billy Donovan. Out of all those guys, I still think it's an upgrade. We're going to take Billy Donovan. And then next year, I guess we can maybe look at what we want to do with that. So the question of the day is, do we want to draft for this pick? Or can we say, hey, Desmond Bane, thank you for your service. We're going to throw you in with pick number 5. And get Jarrett Allen and Isaac Okoro. Ooh. Zubac Simmons. No, Jalen Johnson and Okongwu. I know we just did an Atlanta video. Bam would be pretty cool. We get pick 4 and Bam. Wait, what? Bam and Jaren Jackson playing that same position together would be interesting. 1 power forward, 1 center. Cam Thomas, Cam Johnson, DeJounte Murray, Herb Jones, Liam McNeely, Şengün. Ooh. Pick 3 and Kaysen Wallace. Denny Adair and Anthony Simons. There's some options. I think I'm going to consider some of them. Okay, so dealing with this puppy, I completely forgot to hit record in this postseason. There's quite a few retirees, but we made some massive moves. We traded pick 5, Desmond Bane and Mitchell Robinson for Şengün, Whitmore, and a first. And then we also traded Daron Sharp and Luke Kennard for Malik Beasley. So our team is going to look drastically different this year. We also brought in Eric Spoelstra, or Billy Donovan. Billy Donovan, actually. We brought in Billy Donovan to take over as the coach, and we fired the dude that we replaced our old coach with. So yeah, the team's looking a bit different, obviously. There's a few big changes that we made, but I'm very happy with this, how this team looks. We also brought in Isaiah Joe and brought in Thibault and a couple others. So yeah, I'm very interested to see how this year goes. Obviously, I'm a bit disappointed we completely missed out on the trade, but yeah, I blame my puppy brain. I've been looking after this puppy for 3 weeks now. Recording has been very, very difficult. You may have seen him in a few video backgrounds, but we're going to go through in this second year in charge, and hopefully now that Şengün is here, yeah, we can kind of just go through and hopefully just win. That would be nice. So Ja Morant leading the way, and let's boost up Edie's shot tendency just a little bit. Whitmore's up. Yeah, there's it's a good team. I feel like we built a good team, but when I build good teams, it doesn't always happen that we win. So let's see how year 2 goes. After year 2, Jokic wins MVP, Devansa Rookie of the Year, 6th player of the year goes to Darren Fox. How is he the 6th player? I'm confused. Wemby Depoy, most improved Jamal Shed, Reese the Shed clutch player, and coach of the year Jason Kidd. So didn't get coach of the year. Ja Morant on second team. That's it. That's it apparently. Yeah, cool. All right. So we end up as the 2nd seed. So going from outside of the playoffs into the 2nd spot is lovely. Jaren Jackson, Şengün. Yeah, so Ja Morant's definitely the guy. Bit more balanced this year, which is fine by me. Okay, let's see. So we're coming up against Denver, who still have all the usual suspects in their team. Let's go. Game 1, we win. Game 2, we win. Game 3, we win. And game 4, we win. So we dominate. Okay, coming up against Minnesota, who normally have such a strong team. They have Leonard Miller now instead of Naz Reid. Interesting. Game 1, we win. Game 2, we win. Game 3, we win. Game 4, we win. And now we draw the Mavs. Okay. If you guys want to play this share file, by the way, it's Bumeo or Crushables on YouTube. Bumeo is his gamer tag, so you guys can kind of play this share file. So game 1, we lose. Game 2, we lose. Game 3, we lose. Okay, can we come back from 3-0? I probably should have dropped this down to an 8-man rotation previously, but let's see what happens. And we get swept. Okay, Luka coming against Kyrie. Luka on the Bulls. And the Mavs win in 7. Kyrie is your finals MVP. All right, interesting stuff. We got 1 season left, and then yeah, that's it. That's game on us. So let's see if we can. We got pick 9B of Phoenix there, so that's pretty good. We have pick 29 as well. I don't know if we're gonna make any changes. Do we buy a Billy Donovan? Are there any other good? There's Chris Finch there. There's Nick Nurse. There's Tyronn Lue. Okay, I'm sorry. We had you for 1 season, I know, but when there's better coaches available, you have to. I don't think we're going to offer Nick Nurse a job, but we'll offer Tibbs a job as well. And Quinn Snyder may as well. Okay, so we get Chris Finch. Okay, awesome. NBA draft time. I think we're just going to draft with these picks. I don't think I don't know if these players are going to be useful or not. So let's take Hugo here, sure. I never really draft in this draft anymore. And then we'll take Gregor Ellis. And then we'll just sim to the end and kind of see how things go. Rookie signings, make sure we sign all those guys. Bring back all these dudes for sure. And qualifying offers, we've got no one there. Moratorium, is there anyone we need to bring back? GG Jackson. Okay, we'll just sign the man to a good deal. And everyone else we'll just kind of say goodbye to. Marvin Bagley's been here for a few years now, but we're just going to move on from him. Okay, so the roster is going to be Ja Morant, Fears, Cam Whitmore, Beasley. We're going to bring back, obviously, GG Jackson. We're not going to let him go. Almost skip that. And then, yeah, so Wells, Jackson, Jaren Jackson, Santi Aldama, Şengün, Edie. Is there a trade for Aldama? Is there like a big trade we can do here? If we go Hugo, Aldama, and a first, is there a good backup power forward we can bring in? We can apparently bring in Jarrett Allen. Okay, Dalton Connect, Rui, Herb Jones, Ron Holland is here. 82 overall, could develop nicely. Nate Ament, 76 overall. Sure, let's do this Ron Holland trade. I don't think we need Corey Kispert. Oh, apparently we do need Corey Kispert to make the money work. Okay, let's just do this trade. They don't want it now. We'll give you another second, another first. Okay, you don't want it now. We'll give you a second. They're not interested at all. Dude, you guys just offered this trade. You literally just offered this trade. Aldama and Hugo and a first for Ron Holland. I don't know if this is smart or not, but we're getting Ron Holland in the team just to be a little bit different. Okay, player progression, and then we'll move on to our last year, and hopefully we're going to be good next year. I would love to be good. I'd love to win it all. I haven't won a championship in a couple videos now. So yeah, we got a lot of green, a lot of player progression. We've got a good coach now. So I'll see you guys at the end of our final year in charge. Final year in charge, Wemby MVP, Rookie of the Year goes to Tyron Stokes, Darren Fox, 6th player again, Deep Boy Wemby, Darius a couple most improved, and clutch player Cade with Mark Tague not being coach of the year. I thought we were there for sure, but obviously not. And we get Ja on 3rd team, which is cool. I just didn't even look at Deep Boy. With the 2nd seed again. Okay, that's fine. Let's see kind of what happened in the scoring department. Yeah, it's pretty spread out. It's pretty nice. Rebounds, assists. Everyone's kind of chipping in. Okay, let's see who we draw. We draw Houston, who obviously... Oh, they have Desmond Bain coming off the bench. Okay, interesting. And they have John Collins starting at center. Game 1. Pretty confident about this. We end up winning in 6. Cool. Now we draw the Pelicans. Do they still have Zion? They do, and they have Cooper Flag. Oh, man. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. And Game 4 goes to us. Okay, so maybe that fit isn't nice. And we draw Dallas, who are the 5th seed now. AJ Mitchell, Marcus Bagley. Okay, interesting. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to Dallas. Game 4 goes to us. And Game 5 goes to us. We're through to the conference finals. Ja Morant coming up against Luka. Oh, no, it's the Nets. So the Nets have a pretty interesting team. Pretty interesting. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. And Game 4 goes to us. There we go. We win Ja Morant a championship. Hopefully make Grizzlies fans feel a little bit better after what just happened. Yeah, I don't know. I was actually interested to see how the Grizzlies went in the playoffs, and they kind of just faded away a little bit. And they beat my Mavs, which I can't complain about. That was a fun game, but I thought they'd put up a little bit more of a fight against OKC. They probably should have won Game 3 if it wasn't for Ja Morant going down. But hey, like, you can't really help it. We just built a very fun, very strong team around Ja Morant, and allowed Edie kind of to develop a little bit off the bench rather than being the number 1 guy. But we tried to keep as many OG Grizzlies as we could, and I feel like we did a good job. Was Malik Beasley here before? He was originally. No, that was Milwaukee. Silly me. Okay, cool. I'm going to end the video before I say something stupid. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll post another elimination rebuild shortly once another team gets eliminated. But we're still going to do some playoff rebuilds, which are going to be super fun. So stay tuned for those. And I'll catch you in the next video.